It's Monday night. It's 9:30. I can't remember what I was going to say. It's been that long. I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, that's it. We're looking good today. We're looking good in every way because once we're back again with now that's what I call a live stream. And as always, I muck the beginning up.
Yeah, not a surprise.
Welcome one, welcome all. I'm back once again with Stu.
Hello.
Who's you'll have to, if there's any festivities in, keep a listen out for Stu because he's choking all the time. He's got a pube stuck at the back of his throat.
I'm actually dying. I've made a sausage casserole tonight, and it has like some whole grain mustard in it. And I tried the sauce just before I came upstairs, and I've got a mustard seed stuck in my throat. And I can't get rid of it. So I'm dying at the minute.
So yeah. So any festivities out there, be on your lookout for Stu.
And I'm sorry we're late, but Neil stopped to have a sausage roll before we started.
Sorry, I had to have a sausage roll before we started. Sorry. I'm just getting in from work and just trying to get all this set up. And that's not the only sorries. We've got sorry. We haven't been here for the last couple of weeks. Just life and shit. Who knew trying to move house was hard?
And you haven't moved house?
And I still haven't moved house. Still in the same place. Yeah, so still in the same place, still in the same house. And work as well. So yeah.
So the new house you're going to, is that going to have like a proper studio and everything for you to be doing this?
It might have a garage with electric. I don't know if it's got electricity point. If it's got electricity point in the garage, I might have my own garage studio. Woo!
We put eggshells up on. Is it egg cartons up on the wall
to stop the echo? It might do. But like I say, what we need is your help then. Because work gets in the way with us doing this. So we need you to create YouTube accounts for your dogs. You've got dogs, cats, even though they'll probably shit in my garden afterwards. And Lainey, I know if you're there, you can make one for your cardboard cutout of Jason Momoa as well. There you go. So come on. Let's say hello to the chat. I'll scroll back up to the top and see who was first in. Let's scroll. Oh. I'm out of practice. Right, first in as always, without fail, Nia. Hello, Nia. Laura, Blissful, welcome. Big heads, that's you, Stu.
Yeah.
I've remembered that. Blissful, I think I've already said you. Hello. Chris Tyler, welcome along. Sharon, hello. Susan, hello. I'm trying to see if I'm missing anything. Good evening. Mr. Nem, what do you call the upright bit of the door? Is it this bit here? Or window frame in Mackhamland? What would you call it? I would just call it a door frame, would you, Stu?
Door frame, yeah.
Door frame. Speaking of sausage rolls, I'd probably stop by Greg sometime this week and get one. There you go, Blissful, well done. A normal one or a vegan one?
I quite like the vegan ones, you know. They're not bad.
Oh, see, the vegan sausage rolls I don't really like. The vegan steak bakes I quite like.
Genuinely, if somebody gives me a vegan sausage roll, I don't know that it's not a sausage roll.
The only way I can tell the difference is the glaze on top. It hasn't got the egg glaze on. So that's the only thing.
Never thought that.
Lainey is in. Hello, Lainey. And so is Video Tasties. Hello, Nick. And I think that might be everyone.
Video Tasties? You know Video Tasties?
I've said Video Tasties. Video Tasties is in.
Michelle Latham?
Sorry, Michelle. I don't know if I have said hello, but hello, Michelle. Hello. I'll let Stu have a look through. You're not a proper Macam. Lainey makes up words and pretends there are regional variations. So, Lainey, what word do we not understand? Come on, Stu. You're an English teacher.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't understand Macam.
I'll just try and set up where we are going tonight. That should be. Is that on the screen?
Yeah.
No 12? Yep.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. So
it has to be said that this is a tough album to get excited about, or tough disc to get excited about. The first disc was pretty good, but second one's taken a nosedive, isn't it?
Well, I would say it starts off strong and then rapidly goes downhill. But then again, Stu, you have your favourite song right at the end, don't you?
Which one? Michael Bolton?
Yeah. Michael Ball. You
Michael
love
Ball,
Michael
sorry.
Ball, don't you?
I do.
But yes, back to 1989 with the second pod. The stencil. Ah, yeah, I've heard the door stencil, yes. I've heard that, Laney, actually. Door stencil. Have you heard that, Stu?
I don't think so. But then I don't know anything about DIY. I don't do it.
Yeah, Susan's right. With one or two exceptions, it's crap. And also, I must apologise as well because there will be no celeb chebs. There's no celebrity foot fetish. So, Susan, I must apologise to you because I know you would love this. No, guess the mimed song as well. Sorry, I haven't had time. And also, there's only a few lookalikes. There's, I think one. Sorry. But then again, most of you don't think they look like anyway, so you would probably say I had none in anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully you're not all disappointed. And that's not how she pronounced it. Oh, see, I would say door stencil.
Anyway.
I don't know. Yes, let's move on. Let's move on with the first track, which is a contender. It's not hard. I'm going to say it's a contender for best track on this album, but it's not really that hard. Nina Cherry, Buffalo Stance. Strong start, Stu. You agree?
I mean, yeah. As far as this disc goes, it's strong, but like in context of everything else available in music, it's not great.
Oh, I love this song. I think it's a great song.
Oh, nah.
Especially like this bit. The
What is he like? What's he like anyway?
what's he like?
I'm not surprised you like that bit.
I love it. What's he like? What is he like? See, Nick thinks it's a winner already. End the show. Michelle, great. Stu, you're on your own here. Bloody love this song. There you go, Susan. Bloody
I like the
loves this
video.
song.
To be fair, I like the video, but I'm not just. It's hard work, this disc.
Oh no, it's a great song. Great song. All-time classic there, Nick. Right, this got to number 3 in the UK. It got number 1 in Sweden, which is I think it's where Nina Cherry's originally from, or she's half
What did it get up
Swedish.
to in the UK?
Number 3.
Oh, all right.
Three,
Okay.
three in the charts. Number 1 Sweden, number 1 Netherlands, number 1 Canada. It was originally a B-side for Looking Good Diving, which was by the duo Morgan and McVie.
Mhm.
Now, McVie is Cameron McVie, who is married to Nina Cherry now. And he's also done a lot of work with like Portishead and who's the Massive Attack.
Mhm.
But do you know who their famous daughter is?
What? Who? Nina Cherry's famous daughter.
Yeah.
Ooh. Can I have a clue? How famous? Like we talk, like in music famous or?
She is a Brit Award winner, and don't turn over because some of you might forget that it's on, but you can video plus it or video plus it. Put your numbers in and video plus it. Record it. You could Sky plus it. She is singing in the villa on Love Island, possibly tonight or later on this week.
Nah, I got no idea. I've not been
It's
watching
me-
Love Island, so I got no idea.
You're not watching Love Island. It's a singer called. Honestly, I hadn't heard of before this.
Oh, what? How was I
It's
meant
a
to get it?
It's a song called Stu, you're down with the kids, and yeah. Sir, which band do you think's great? And it'll be like, Mabel. Yeah, Brit Award winner.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, everyone loves the song, Stu. The song.
I don't
the
hate the song. I just don't think like it's brilliant. That's fine.
Chris Tyler's asking, what's Love Island? It's like Big Brother, but worse. Actually, it's like a show called The Villa. Stu, do you want to explain what The Villa is?
No idea. I think Love Island's better than Big Brother. Well, it's definitely better than how Big Brother went.
Yeah.
Big Brother just ended up being full of like psychos, didn't it? But Love Island's all right. It's a bit of fun.
Are the Brits still a thing? Yes, videotapes they are. The really crap It used to be great, the Brits, because they used to always like, ooh, what's going to be controversial tonight? But now they're just a bit shit.
Yeah.
But,
All the controversy's done.
Yeah, you've got to go to like Q Awards or something for that now. I don't know if even Q Awards is still a thing. I know when they first started watering it down, everyone went to Q and was like, well, I think Liam Gallagher and like Blur. That's when they started having to go at each other, like Q Awards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Read my comment about the stencil. My dad used to say, "Don't touch the stencil," saying "sten shell," and the skirting boards because they've just been painted and they're a bit tacky. I would say stencil, not sten shell.
Yeah, none of it makes sense.
Chris Tyler saying the only good thing to come out of Big Brother was Kate Lawler.
Yeah, I've even forgotten her now, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Who was the one who stuck a bottle up her bit?
Kinga.
Kinga, do you remember that? That was funny.
I remember Kinga. Yeah. Moving along. The song title refers to Buffalo, which was a group formed by fashion stylist Ray Petrie, of models, musicians, photographers, hair and makeup artists, which Nina Cherry was a member of. And Buffalo stance is an attitude you have to get by. And it's not about fashion, but it's how you survive in the inner cities and elsewhere. The song does sample Buffalo Girls by Malcolm McLaren and Rocksteady's crew, Hey You. Simone, who was Bomb Bass, helped rework this, and Nina Cherry plays homage to him when she says, "Yeah, Timmy, tell it like it is." Exactly in that accent. Also, Nina Cherry performed this when possibly pregnant with Mabel, but she was pregnant with one of her kids, 7 months pregnant. And reporters were asking her, "Are you okay to perform live on stage, being this heavily pregnant?" And she was like, "Yeah, it's no."
Did she say, "Yeah, it's not an illness"?
Yeah.
It's like you got this off Wikipedia.
Have you been looking as well, Stu?
I'm looking.
Yeah, but imagine saying that now. It's like Paula Radcliffe was still running like half marathons and stuff when she was like 7 months pregnant, wasn't she?
Yeah.
And it was pregnant with Mabel.
To be fair, someone's probably all right doing their due diligence on a pregnant woman just to make sure she's all right and not being forced against their will to be on stage pregnant. Do you know what I mean? You should never question a pregnant woman, though. It's just not safe.
No. I voice messaged you, Neil, how it's meant to be pronounced. Lady, it's stencil. See, this is where regional dialects get really niche because the Horton way of saying stencil to the Sunderland way of saying stencil or stencil is different, and it's only like 7 miles apart or something. Hello, Stu Manby. Welcome along. Come and join us. We're just on the first song, looking through Wikipedia stuff. Q Magazine rated Buffalo Stance is in the 1001 best songs of all time. There you go, Stu. The Guardian, top 50 dance songs of all time in 2015. Number 8 in the greatest ever female rap tracks in 2018 as well, Stu. Why
are you having a go at me? I don't dislike her. I just said the song wasn't the best.
As well, when the Spice Girls were sort of putting together Wannabe, this was one of the tracks which they said really inspired them for like the track Wannabe.
Oh,
so there you
it
go.
Sounds nothing like it.
It sounds nothing like it, but it was inspirational to them. So there you go.
Great. In the same way that presumably Elvis was inspirational to them.
See, Stu Manby agrees with Laney. He always pronounced it stencil.
Yeah. What did you say about them with Massive Attack with Nina Cherry? Was she part of Massive Attack or
No. She wasn't part of it. Her husband, Cameron McPhee, I think he's produced quite a lot of tracks for Massive Attack.
Because she like bankrolled it, did she? I've heard before that she was behind Massive Attack. Like she was one of the people who got them going with all the money and everything.
All right.
But I wasn't sure whether she was actually part of their group or was ever on any of their. You think they would use her at some point?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, because
she seems to be one of those people who pops up all over the place. Nina Cherry, that like other people that she's been influential on a lot of people. So it's funny the Spice Girls say that because I do think she has been.
Well, she was one of like, apart from like her and Salt and Pepper, like they were one of the original art, and We Papa Girl rappers who were covered a couple of weeks ago. They were one of the first artists like to come out with like rap music who were female.
Yeah,
So that's the thing.
and it sounds legit as well, rather than
Yeah, it
manufactured.
doesn't. Do you know what I like about this? She sings in her own voice, and when she says, "What is he like?" it's like in her accent, not like.
Which accent?
Well, it was like a Cockney accent a bit, wasn't it?
Was she Swedish?
Yeah, she lived in England. I think, to be honest, I
Okay.
think she lived in Leeds or Yorkshire somewhere. So,
Okay.
I don't
So she's
know.
Swedish, lived in Yorkshire, had a Cockney accent. It's as bad as me.
Anyway, the music video for this was very, what I would say, early 90s, even though it's 89 when it was done, like with the graphics and everything, and even down to the bomber jacket, which is, this'll make you feel old. That fashion is coming back. Like late 80s, early 90s fashion is sort of back in.
Now
And it's just
retro,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, I feel old now. Wait,
I quite
Steve,
like
did
it.
you
I quite
know-
like that it's come back in.
Yeah, but did you know retro is 20 years?
Yeah, but I hope that, like, I really don't care. Like, I don't feel old about it. I just hope that, like, the music gets better nowadays because of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wouldn't
There's
it be
another
good?
Blur Oasis.
Wouldn't it be good if we? Yeah, would it be good if we had some actual bands like around? Do you know what I mean?
Rather than all this music. There's no rhythm anymore. When I was young, they used to play guitars and drums. Isn't that right, Stu?
That's right.
But the music video was basically Nina Cherry singing to the band, and the keyboard player in these two lasses seem to pop up all the time, who remind me of Kevin and Perry the way they dance.
Totally.
Actually,
And
when I've cut
arguably
that-
dressed.
yeah, that might have been the inspiration behind Kevin and Perry. The way Nina Cherry comes in at the end there, just this bit here, reminds me of this video though. Sorry if you shit yourself.
I wanted to put that on when my kids were age 5 and 3, and I got in so much trouble off Jen because they cried so much. And, in hindsight, it was a terrible thing to do. At the time, it was funny.
It's what you do, you know, scare your kids witless, and then you regret it when they can't get to sleep at night. But it was funny at the time. Moving along. Jump scare. I hope everyone's okay after that jump scare. We'll move.
Can I
along.
revise my opinion? I actually quite like that first song.
Oh,
I thought about.
God.
I'm thinking about it more. And I do like it. I still stand. I don't think it was the best one on the album, but I do like it.
Stand by your opinion, Stu. Just stand by your principles.
I've got a few of them coming up, but
Right. Okay. Now we move on to Inner City Good Life. Now I would say this is my favorite track.
yeah, definitely. there's
I-
this one or one other that I really like.
So Chris Tyler said, "I've lost 3 viewers because of that jump scare." And Lily says she nearly died. Hopefully they've just turned off and I haven't killed them. Nick's PD self. No backtracking you on your bad taste. See, you're getting called out on your bad taste. But yeah, I would say this is my favourite track. Like
Again,
I said
I didn't
the
say
other
I
week,
didn't like the last one. Even at the beginning, I was saying that it was all right. It just wasn't the best one on here. This is brilliant. Good life.
see, Blissful, I don't think you are in the minority. I think this is the best track as well. I do think this. I go back to the last time in a city we were on, and I was going, and I went, "Oh, this song just takes you back," because I love the in a good life, and it was this song I was singing, not that song. See, I think it's better. I think it's better than Nina Cherry. But it never reached as high in the charts. It only got number 4, number 1 in Finland though. But
Were you not really surprised that this was 89?
yeah, well, I thought
In my
this was
mind,
like
I would have put this mid-90s.
yeah. Well, to be honest, I thought this was around the time of what they called? Oh, Soul to Soul. I get Inner City and Soul to Soul mixed up.
Yeah.
Even though there's slightly different variations of music, but I think they're around the same time. Now I think Soul to Soul's 90, 91, 92 maybe at a push.
Yeah.
So Michelle's saying I liked it for the first minute, then I got bored. Oh no, Michelle. Michelle. Good Life, along with Big Fun, are considered prototypes for Technotronics Pump Up the Jam, which we'll probably see later on. But after the success of Big Fun, which was Inner City's debut song, Virgin Records wanted a follow-up, and Good Life was chosen right away. Kevin Sanderson, who is like the instrumental, the person who doesn't sing, makes all the music, he basically turned his flats into the studio for all the instrumental bits. And then he recorded all that in his house, and then the singing by Paris Gray was done in a studio later on, so it was like a mashup of like done things.
Yeah.
About 10 years later, this track got the remix treatment and had additional Spanish lyrics, and that got to number 10 in the charts.
How long? 10 years later.
10 years later, yeah.
That might be why I'm thinking of it as being later. But did that do well, that second release? Or
got number 10 in the charts.
That's not bad then, is it? So it was probably.
So, when you think 10 years later, that's 99. That's when we would have been in chambers and stuff like that, and like out clubbing. So
yeah, that's
probably why it's a bit more fresh in your mind. But this song became a huge hit in like rave parties and acid house parties. And then, so the accolades it's got, it like loads of people. Mixmag Top 100 Dance Singers of All Time, Blender 1001 Greatest Dance Songs to download right now, Slant Magazine 100 Greatest Dance Songs, Guardian 100 Greatest Songs You Must Hear, Pitchfork.
I mean, that's not that great, is it? If it makes it into the top 1,000, that's hardly a compliment, is it?
Yeah, but there's 1,000 other songs you could download, but they're telling you to download one of these. And also,
I get
Neon Magazine named it in the Die 220 is that right? 220
top
Best
200.
in Songs aller Zeiten. So top 222 songs aller Zeiten. I don't know what that's. Anyone know German? I think you just did, Stu. I don't know what that means, Lenny. Oh. But yes. Ooh.
I'll tell you where it gets a lot of love is on the official video on, because I clicked on the link to watch the videos on YouTube for this song. And everyone underneath it, it's like outstandingly positive. But everyone's talking about sort of the good old days of, what it was like 30 years ago when wanting to go back. One guy's talking about playing this with his Commodore 64 stereo with twin cassette deck playing this. And then one person chips in and says, "This was my grand's funeral song." I mean,
how young was his grand though? That's brilliant. That though, if your grand.
Imagine that.
Yeah. So, right, people, here's a question for you. What would be your funeral song? Let's lighten the mood.
Yeah.
What would yours be, Stu? Have you got one?
I don't know. I think I'd just have the Muppets, Manamana.
I wouldn't even know.
I've got my. Have you got your funeral planned out? I've got mine planned out. I've had to ask my daughter. Yeah, I've got my daughter's had to be in charge of it because no one else will do what I want. But she's like she's got the same sense of humor as me. So what I'd like is, because by then but you'll have your iPad on the back of the coffin as it goes down the aisle, and I want to be on the on the iPad, like I'll video record myself like telling people off for not crying enough, or do you know what I mean? Give people one last bit of abuse. I love the seating plan all sorted out as well. So as I go past, I'll be pointing at people at the right time as well. Do you know what I mean? Just give them a bit of abuse on the way down.
But what if someone's stuck in traffic in the lane and you're just going, "Hey, you, what you doing there? Cry more." And they're like,
it'll be the wrong person, yeah, and then they'll get upset. I might even let loose some secrets that I know about people on the way down. Do you know what I mean?
Susan just quoted something there. Every song on YouTube is the best song ever or changed my life, though.
They didn't all say that about Marillion.
Yeah, Stu's in the minority with Marillion. Stu Manby wants Highway to Hell for his song.
Nice.
Blissful for me, it would definitely be Infinity by Guru John. Yeah, that's quite a cool song. And Video Tasty says I only know how to say "please don't kill me" in German.
Okay.
I don't know. Jewish grandparents, perhaps. I don't know. But yeah, you mentioned the video. It was uploaded in October 2012, and by September 2020, it had more than 5.6 million views. But basically, the video is just a lot of shaky and blurry images like this.
It's definitely shaky and blurry.
Yeah,
You know you
it's a
haven't got
bit longer
sound
than
on
what I
that.
thought. Yeah. No, because a lot of these songs are blocked by copyright, so I've got to be really careful. Mixed in with Paris Grey, like sat amongst like different parts of London, you know. So yeah, my mother picked Life of Brian.
Life of Brian.
Sorry, Michelle, that was the worst thing. Sorry, really sorry. My mother picked Life's Been Good by Joe Walsh, but the rest of my family refused to play it. Oh. See, I think that's you should respect the wishes. Of your
No,
mum.
if someone's asked for something, you got to play it.
Yeah. I know. Me mum's next door neighbour. What he wants is a mobile phone put in his coffin, and he wants it ringing when he's like at the front of the church. And, like the person, like the undertaker, was like, "What? Why do you want that anyway? Just be funny, won't it?"
How long would be too long for a song? I mean, could you get away with like Bat Out of Hell?
I don't know. Well, we'll get it. Always look on the bright side. Like, oh, now 20. There you go. Always look. That did become a really popular song though for funerals. I'm positive that's like a massive thing. Video Tasties wants to mind a theme tune. I could be so good for you. Moving along, S Express. Hey Music Lover. Now, I don't know if you, but I hadn't heard this song. I didn't recognize this song.
No, I had no idea of it.
Until I listened to it. I love this song. It's a brilliant song.
Oh, I had no idea of it, and I can understand why when I heard it.
All right, okay, no,
It was not great.
Oh, I love this tune. I think it's a brilliant track. Susan says she wants Firestarter at her cremation. Yeah, I do love the song. However, there is, however, a bit of song. Oh, yes, there's a bit of this song though. What reminds? Do you know what? Well, you'll know now, Stu. Oh, see, Nick bought this and Nina Cherry at the same time.
Of course he did, because if it's something that I haven't heard of, Nick will have bought it.
Yeah, but there's a bit of this song, right, Stu, and you'll know what I'm going on about, right? Because you're a teacher at a secondary school. You know the bit. Can I get a higher?
Right.
Have you heard that?
Well, I've heard the like TikTok trend.
Yeah, it's a TikTok trend. And there's a bit of this song which I started playing. And it just goes higher. And I thought, I do like this song, but it does seem to go that higher. And it reminds me of my kids going, can I get a higher? My oldest one's like 10, and she's learned the youngest one, who's only 5. Can I get a higher? And the youngest one will go, higher. And I'm like, oh my God, you're not even teenagers. Do me head in. But yeah, I do sound like a grand. You know, when kids do this trend and it does me bloody head in. But when I was looking at this song, I thought it was a great song, and I fell down a bit of a rabbit hole while listening to this.
Should watch where you're going.
The next song which come on was an S Express song called Superfly Guy, which just sounds exactly the same. Now,
Which one came first?
Superfly Guy come out before this, so they had S Express, like S Express, And then Superfly Guy, I think, was the next song or the song after. And then that got to number 5. This one was released just after it and got to number 6. But it's basically the same song. But Susan, you're saying Superfly Guy is much better. It's the same song.
I'm convinced that if you learn how to use GarageBand better, you could actually have some decent like dance songs with the voices you do.
Yeah, I haven't got an. I'm anti-Apple. I'm an Android guy.
Do you have like an equivalent of GarageBand on there?
There is, but I can't use it. To be honest, I have a keyboard there. Listen, haven't got it switched on. You can just hear the keys getting pressed in. Listen, can you hear the key? It's like ASMR, but really shit versions.
What the fuck are you doing to it?
Just pressing the keys.
Sounds like you're doing the washing up.
Well, if it was plugged in, it would sound really good.
Okay.
Superfly Guy came out in July '88, and Hey Lover came out in February '89. There you go. And it is Susan. It is it might be slight variation difference, but it is the same song. Don't get us wrong. I do like them both, but yeah, there's not much I can find out about this song. Basically, Wikipedia hasn't got any information on it.
and you couldn't be bothered.
I've been busy, Stu. I've been busy. But the music video reminds me of like mid to late 90s.
Yeah,
it doesn't seem like an old video.
That covers a lot of these songs, though. That like a lot of these dance type of songs that are coming in. I think everyone else kind of just fed off them. Not a lot seemed to change for like maybe 5 years. Like once they got the sound. Do you know what I mean?
But this song, I do like this song. This song could have been released in the late 90s. But basically, all the music video is Mark Moore and the rest of us expressing some dancers on like a turntable, but it's like quite a 70s vibe. In the late 90s, you had like Pizza Man and N-Trance, I should say. But there was loads like, what's his name? Oh, he was in our apartment when we were on holiday, Stu, and I not there.
What?
Oh, the DJ.
He was on in our. He was what?
He was in our apartment. I only remember that because one of the girls we knew was trying to chat them up, and he just couldn't be bothered.
I've got no idea. That's right, yeah.
Brandon Block and Alex P. Right, Brandon Block. He done like I can't even think of what song it was. He done a song in the late 90s, which was just basically the remix, and there was like a lot. I remember even having a tape. And I brought it away on holiday with us. It was called Car Wash, and it was like 70s music remixed in 90s house tunes, but that was what it was. Yeah. What is the boom boom? Oh yes, sorry, I meant to say the boom 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 person. Yeah, he's got like lots of lines and padding on him. He was a very interesting. I'll put it in a nice way, an interesting character. But yes, I know what you're saying there. Video tasties about that boom 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 person. Now let's get on to some sophisti-pop for Stu. What are your thoughts on Living in a Box then?
Normally I like these, but maybe it's not the best one of them. But I do like it. I do like it.
I do like it. It is a quite catchy tune, like where it goes, blow the house down, woo, woo, woo.
It almost doesn't get going, if you know what I mean. Like it kind of keeps threatening to really get going, but never quite sort of hits it. Do you know what I mean?
Have you ever seen The Greatest Showman, Stu?
I've seen about 10 minutes of it.
Right. Well, there's a song in that called "Come Alive," right? In this song,
How's it
I
go?
can remember. Come alive, come alive. Da, da, da. I don't really know the words. But that song, I think it doesn't. There's something about that song and this song sort of match, but there is something what match, and like they don't sound the same, but there's something. And people who's probably heard both songs, if you haven't, go and listen to "Blow Down the House" and "Come Alive" from Great Showman. And there is something what matches. And my wife even said the same thing. They do sort of match, but they don't, if you know what I mean. I might stay and throw tomatoes in there. Feel free to leave now and come back at the end of the stream.
Yeah, this like normally, some like the way that some of these albums are gone, the now albums, they either start off on an absolute like stonker and then have like maybe 2 or 3 brilliant songs, and then have a little bit of a downturn, then a few more good ones, and then downturn, and then a brilliant one at the end, or a shit one at the end. Or this one's kind of like there's some all right ones. Like I wouldn't say stonkers, but Nina Cherry was good. I liked Inner City. And then this one's just like it's just does. I don't understand why it's on there because it doesn't do anything for the album. Do you know what I mean? Because it doesn't get going. It's not exciting and it's not like entertaining.
Yeah. This is the best living in a box. This is the best living in a box track of 1989. Their track "Rumor Heart" was on the other hand. Though. Yeah, wait. I can remember my sister having "Living in a Box." She had the cassettes. I think there was this. I think she had the first 2 albums, and she used to love them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they probably did have a following.
We need to get your sister on here sometime and do so because she seems to have had all of these songs.
Oh, she was. Well, she used to work at Woolies. She used to work at Woolies in the record department.
Right.
So
But why you not got her on here?
Oh, she's boring. I got all the good looks and charm. She got all the brains. That's.
Jesus Christ! I mean, how bad can it be? I jest. I've met your sister plenty of times. She's lovely. I reckon she'd be great at this.
Video Tasties is asking were people able to get refunds on this album. The first half of this album was quite good. Don't get us wrong. The first half was good. The second disc, if it got scratched, it wouldn't be too bothered. I don't think.
No. It's definitely one that's staying in the box, isn't it?
Yeah. This is very. It got to number 10 in the UK charts.
I thought something else to ask there. Can I ask a question of people who, especially like I'm thinking in Nick, especially. Like I've got loads of CDs right that I'm trying to get rid of, like just because I don't use them at all, and nowhere will take them. I can't get rid of them at charity shop. And then I was thinking, well, maybe I could sell them. But where's the best place to sell them so that it's actually worth selling them?
eBay, really? You could do what I know. Nick done a video.
What, like do you do them in a bundle or like individually? Or
you could bundle them like certain tracks together. So if you've got a load of certain artists or certain types of groups, you could bundle them together. But CDs are dying stuff. I can remember I went into a record shop, Hot Rap Records in Sunderland, looking for like now albums and everything. Went in. I says, have you got any now albums? He says, oh, there might be. He says, they're like the compilation, like vinyl there. And he says, anything else just gets thrown in the like, if there's any CDs, it'll be thrown in the dumpy bin. And I says, what, all CDs? And he went, yeah. He says, CDs don't sell. Like Nick says, most CDs are worthless. You need certain stuff.
Yeah, it's mad.
And I went over. And I went, oh, did you just put out your head? Yeah, CDs are not worth anything. I says, well, and I says, well, if you've got Now 4 on CD, it's worth. He went, really? And I went, yeah. And he went, but that's someone who owns a record shop but doesn't really like the thing. The certain ones will be worth a lot. Like Now 4, the original one. I think it's Now 4. The original one's worth like a couple of £100.
Yeah,
or 100 not quid. But it all depends.
Probably unopened and things like that. Or
well, even opened because there was.
I was really surprised that even the charity shops won't take them because they've just got too many in. I get that everyone's like downloading stuff, like, but
yeah.
That, you know, sometimes like when you download stuff, you end up like listening to only stuff that then like Spotify wants you to listen to afterwards. You know, like their algorithms work that way.
Yeah.
But like on few of my discs, some of them were like Oasis CDs, right? These have been buried at the bottom of my garage for donkey's years, and some of them are Oasis ones. And all the B sides on the Oasis ones are usually better than the A sides. Like, and you get like 3 or 4 good songs with them that you wouldn't find if you were just like downloading them, or do you know what I mean? They wouldn't necessarily pop up. It just seems a shame to lose all those songs.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like Nick says, I bought 5 crates of media last week for £13, probably overpaid. But Bliss says CDs aren't worthless. Remember, one thing can make a small, really big difference. That's the thing. To the right person, they'll be worth a lot, but to other people, they'll be worth nothing. You know what I mean? It's like everything else.
I reckon I'll just put them on like something like Gumtree or something and just say, someone come take them. Do you know what I mean? Then somebody who really wants them will take them then, won't they?
Yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, the music video for this, it's it's basically the band playing on a sound stage and a bit arty-farty shite. Right, this is one thing which seemed to appear on every sort of music video around this time was a silhouette of a fan. You could probably think of like a silhouette of a fan. I don't know why it was. I know fans are cool.
Yeah.
So that's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what it was. But yeah, this music video is a bit arty-farty shit because you've got someone busting through a screen. You've got a mannequin with plaster on his bum. And then at one point I thought, oh, was this a Red Nose song? Because they had these like red noses on. And then hold on, did they try and put a music video out to pretend it was for a Red Nose Day to try and dupe people into buying a charity record, which wasn't a charity record?
Did they have
that
Red
why
Nose Day then?
Yeah, they had Red Nose Day then, but this
When did
wasn't a Red
Red Nose
Nose
Day
Day
start?
song. 1987, I think.
Huh.
Nick will know. Nick collected like Red Nose Day stuff. Sharon says Oasis CDs only fit in the bin.
Yeah, I'm trying to ignore Sharon.
Sell them to a new eBay. Chris Tyler's saying. Does anyone here use Music Magpie? I know Nick's done before where he scanned a load of stuff in Music Magpie to see what sells and what isn't. Nick's in 1988 for Red Nose Day. The video is crap, as is the song. Yeah, I totally agree with. Well, I don't. It's a catchy song. I don't mind it, but the video is a bit arty-farty shite. We've had Red Nose Day songs on our albums before. Keep up, Stu. We have, yeah. Yes, we have.
Yeah, no, we've had charity stuff. I don't pay attention.
No. Hold on. Wasn't it the first side of this album where Bananarama and French and Saunders were on?
For the comic relief. Yeah, but I didn't know whether you had Red Nose. I didn't know whether comic relief. Right, all right. I didn't know whether Red Nose Day was a later invention from comic relief or whether it was comic relief first.
All I'm going to do, Stu, is this. The one and the same. The one and the same.
Okay. Oh.
Let's move along. Right. Style Council, Promised Land. That's a lot of this. It's another song I've never heard before. It sounds like Stockacre and Waterman's getting the paws into the bloody Style Council, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. I think they were going for a bit of a cash grab, like one last push. But it doesn't, for one, it doesn't sound like the Style Council. For two, it sounds like Stockacre and Waterman's produced it. 3, Susan said, this is so bad. Yeah. But it's another song I've got not much information on. But this one got number 27 in the UK charts. But it was actually a cover of a house track by Joe Smooth.
All right.
And to be honest, I've heard the house track, and that house track is so much better. The house track by Joe Smooth is so much better. But Joe Smooth's version was originally released in 87, but only got to 50. But it never charted in 57. What am I talking about? It originally got released in 1987, but didn't chart then. It did chart in number 57 in 89 on the back of this.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of polls saying it's like a great dance track, it's a great house track, but this is just a bit shit.
Yeah. Moving on.
It reminded me like other the Style Council songs, so it's worth nothing. Oh, see, the early Style Council stuff's brilliant, but this is just a bit. Never really liked the Style Council. The drum was so much better. So was Weller solo. Paul Weller solo in the mid 90s was really good. His there was something Road. What was that album? Oh, I'm positive it was something. Was it? It wasn't Abbey Road. Was it Abbey Road?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, Abbey Road. Yeah. That was a good album, really good album. It's so bad, but in the YouTube comments, it's Sublime, beautiful, best track of the To be honest, Stanley Road. It wasn't Abbey Road. It was
Stanley Road.
It was
Abbey Road.
It was the next street over, Stu. Stanley Road.
Yeah.
But yeah, the music video is basically just the Style Council playing in a church with a load of candles like that, which I think was the inspiration behind Boyzone's "Love Me for a Reason." But yeah, it's as shit as that. Let's move along. Abbey Road was a Beatles track. Was Beatles, yeah. Yeah, it was really crap. Bears no resemblance to any of this. Yeah, it is like I thought Stockgate and Wharton produced it. This was released on the same day music died. A coincidence. Next up, we get the Respect in a Diva. Didn't recognize the song or the title, but it does sound familiar once I've heard it, and it does sound like a good house track. I do quite like this.
I think I got to like after the first chorus and then skipped it.
You skipped it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was a cover of. Well, I thought it was an original Aretha Franklin track, but you know the RASPCT, it is
Yeah.
a cover of that song, and I didn't even realize that listening to it, it's that good of a cover. I do like it, and Nia likes Shane Lynch. But yeah, this version got number 17 in the charts. And another thing about Respect, I thought Aretha Franklin originally sang it. It wasn't. It was Otis Redding who originally sang it. And Aretha Franklin totally rearranged the track, and it became her like sort of signature song. Really, I thought it was an Aretha Franklin original, but it isn't. Otis Redding originally sang it. That got to number 35 in the charts. Aretha Franklin got to number 1 in the US, number 10 in the UK, and this song only got to number 17.
Yeah, you can understand why.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with Blissful. Blissful saying that this sound like early 90s. It really does. It got the early 90s treatment
it
type
hasn't
thing.
aged great. Yeah.
Well, I know, but it's weird because you're saying it hasn't aged great, but it kind of one of those ones that you think is from later than it actually is. So then at the time, it must have been a bit more progressive, right?
Yeah. To be honest, I do think it's an okay track, but I never thought it was Respect by Aretha Franklin. You know what I mean?
No.
Can't even sing Respect. Me, help me, drums. Must be a good song. Doesn't even have a music video. It does have. I've got the music video. It's basically a diva singing on stage. Is a cross between Grace Jones and the Village People.
Is this genuinely the video for it? I didn't see the video.
Yeah.
Either.
This is the video. Yeah, it's about 3 or 4. To be honest, you're saying it doesn't even have a music video. This music video is so popular, it's the 3rd or 4th one down.
I don't understand what's happening in the picture there. She's got a hard hat on. Hard on hat on. Is that a tool belt? And then high heels as well.
Yeah, but she reminds me, she's got like the look of Grace Jones, like with the glasses on and the black and everything.
Wants to be Grace Jones, yeah.
Wants to be Grace Jones, but Grace Jones meets the Village People, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think this is going to be
also with a bit of Blade thrown in as well.
Yeah. She sounds like 2 cats having an argument. I had to break them up in the garden the other night, 3 in the morning. I thought at first it was one of the kids crying. It was 2 cats fighting in our garden, probably over which could shit in there first. Blissful, this track was made using a Kong M1, the synthesizer responsible for the organ sound you hear in this. Korg, sorry. Numerous nightly synthesis tracks.
So Blissful, is this like something from is this one of the earliest tracks to use that synthesizer, or is that why everything afterwards sort of feeds on from this?
I remember when Blissful was saying about Roland's something, and I looked up that, and it was like a drum machine, and when you went on the drum machine, there was different sounds, and you could just think, oh, that's how I dance with everybody by I Want to Dance with Somebody from what's her name? Whitney Houston. And you could see like the drum, and you went, that's from that. And it's just obviously they must put the drums in and then the music over the top after. It's mental. It's mental. Laney and me got drunk singing on Saturday Nights. We were better. True story. Yeah, it's an early track to use a Kong M1.
Yeah, there you go. See, it's progressive.
There you go. Let's move along to Tone Loc and Wild Thing. I've taken this off. Your thoughts, Stu?
Again, I thought this was a bit naff.
Yeah.
I don't think I recognised it at all.
Oh, dear. Have you never seen the film Uncle Buck?
Yeah.
It's on Uncle Buck.
Well, it's weird that because one of the things that I was thinking was that it sounds like a song that should be on something like Three Men and a Lady or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Weirdly, that's what I thought it was on, something like that, and I couldn't
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
place it, but makes
Well,
sense
yeah,
if it's on
this-
this.
This is what reminds us of Uncle Buck, because I'm positive it's when he goes out. It's when his niece goes on a date with someone. He's like pressuring her into sex and everything, and then he knocks on the door with a big drill and he's a cigar in his mouth. You've disappeared, Stu. Where have you gone? I'm just by myself. Anyway, I'll continue on until I see Stu back, and you will not be able to see my screen. Let's have a look. I'll go back to this bit so I can just see. There you go. You're back in the room.
I'm back in the room.
Did you go for a piss?
I just stopped.
Yeah, it's an okay song. Nothing. It's not special, and it sounds just like Tone Loc's other big hit, which was Funky Cold Medina.
Cool. What?
Funky Cold Medina.
Okay.
Don't really know. You might know Tone Loc from Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
If you watch Ace Ventura, there's a detective who Ace always like meets up with,
Yeah.
and that is Tone Loc who sings these songs. He's an
Okay.
actor now, I believe. Alex has just said he used to prefer Funky Cold Medina. There you go. So yeah, it
I
got
like,
to number
I
20.
like the story of it. I like what you've been telling me, but the song, yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah. Got number 21 in the UK, number 2 in the US, only beat by a song which is coming up soon. And got to number 1 in New Zealand. I'm really surprised at that. Oh, well, Susan, we're coming to that. And Video Tasties, we're coming to that very soon. The phrase doing the wild thing is a euphemism for sex. Who would have thought it when he's perving over these women all the way through the video? But it was ranked 39th of the 100 greatest songs of hip hop by VH1
What?
2008. Yeah, that's what I'm really surprised at. They spent £500 on the video and it went platinum. Whoa.
Holy crap.
Too bad they
Who's
didn't.
buying it?
I don't know. It seems obviously it must have been big in America because it got number 2. The song using an uncredited sample of Van Halen's "Jamie Crying." Now Van Halen's management at the time asked for a flat fee of £5,000 as a payment for the song to be sampled by Tone Loc. Apparently, the sample decision was made without the consent of the band's original members.
Oops.
They had no idea Wild Thing would become a major hit, and then there's a massive lawsuit ensued. So there you go.
And what happened at the end?
Wikipedia.
What happened at the end?
Van Halen ended up receiving $180,000. There you go.
Not bad.
There you go. £500. $500 they couldn't pay the women much. It is not just Uncle Buck that appears in. It also appears in the 2000 version of Bedazzled with Elizabeth Hurley. It also appears in Charlie's Angels, Full Throttle, and the Angry Birds movie.
What the frick?
But
How
yeah.
did this? How did I not recognise this somewhere?
I don't know.
But it's weird though, because like I say, when I was listening to it, I was thinking this sounds like something from a movie like Three Men and a Little Lady or something like that kind of era. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, it is like sort of like that. Of course, we have the excellent Della Soul to come on the next Now album. Hopefully, it'll get. I don't think it'll get much worse than this. This is Blissful. Is this one of the worst Now albums? Please tell us it is.
I think it is. Like
It's gotta be. The second disc.
no, but the first disc
wasn't
was
too-
all right.
Yeah, I'm hoping it is. Right, we can move on to Natalie Cole again. Again, I haven't heard a good song from her yet.
Oh
And
Jesus,
the
this
second
was the one
album.
that I was saying to you sounded like, you know, there should be some kind of like apology to a lover, like before this, like. Do you know what I mean? Like as if it's on like a late night phone-in station type of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, it is like love lines or something like that. Isn't it?
Yeah.
I hadn't heard this song before, but it sounds like something what would have been off like a late 90s rom-com with like Billy Crystal or something starring in it. You know what I mean?
But it was too slow for that even. Do you know what I mean? It was just
It was bad.
It was a
bad.
grind to get through this.
Alex is saying, Buck says to the school principal, he said, quarter downtown, I have a rat now, that thing of your face. Walks out the niece's school and lights up a cigarette, cue the wild thing. So that's what it's off. That's the part of the movie it's off. Thank you for your superior knowledge. This is a great album if you're an ice skater looking for a 1980s routine.
That's true.
Susan, you're jumping ahead once again. I am coming up to the video very soon because there's not much about this. Natalie Cole is 50 years old.
Have you got the video with sound on, or?
I don't think I have. Why?
Just wondering.
No. I think this is another one where you get banned worldwide.
Okay.
It didn't do well. And this is how bad this
Why?
song-
You'd
it
think they'd
only-
want someone to listen to it.
Yeah. It only got to 86 in the UK charts.
Yeah.
Never even made the top 40.
Why would
It
they
did
even
do
bother
better-
putting the copyright on it?
It did do better in America. It got number 13. And it was Natalie Cole's longest running chart single, spending 5 months in the US charts.
Bloody hell.
Who was buying it? Do not know. The music video, though, does, however, start off with Natalie Cole booking on the beach.
Jesus Christ, that's a bit risky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, she's got her trousers on.
No, that's him on top. He's got the trousers on.
Ah.
To be honest.
Why is the legs that way round? Go backwards.
What do you mean? I know what you're thinking, Stu. They couldn't possibly be having sex because they're in the wrong position. Yeah, I thought that as well. I wasn't going to put it in because I thought I would look like a pervert. But yeah. Video Tasty says, is that Western Superman? Well, I'll tell you something. It isn't South
No way. You would not be able to do that in that sea.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's definitely not South Shields because they would have like cagoules at the very least on, if not duffel coats.
Yeah.
Even that's ripped off. Yeah, well, that's what I thought. Isn't that like the start of another song? Like, oh, what's it? Isn't it Krista Berg? No, not Krista Berg. It's
You do not want to see Krista Berg doing that on a beach. I don't know much, but I know that. You do not want to see Krista Berg shagging on a beach. Okay, now.
yeah, but yeah. But from them booking on the beach, for anyone who's not from the Northeast, booking is like sex. And then it goes to Natalie, basically in a house, reminiscing about shagging that bloke. And it's just like, oh, well, love.
She's in front of a fire this time, though, isn't she?
Yeah, she's warming up. Getting herself warm.
She's still trying to warm up. This was 15 years later. She's still trying to warm up. After
Especially if it's Western Superman Shields Beach, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone said, Stu, a copy of the Kama Sutra. Okay. Have you got a number of which page that is, Susan? Psychic Stews, please do not put that image in my head. But yeah, this is another. No, this album is basically full of songs.
It sounds like just the only people who would like the song are if they're dedicating it to someone. Like, do you know what I mean? On the late night phone in show. That's it.
Yeah. It's someone who has left them, though, as well. It's basically, that's what it's aimed at. Someone who's been left by someone else.
Coca-Cola. That's where I knew this from.
I was going to say, didn't recognize this song from the song and artist, but as soon as I heard it, I thought it was Roxette who sang this. It sounds very Roxette.
I thought it was from a tampon advert, so I was doing the washing up. I was doing this for the washing up, and like listen to this song, and in my head I was going through all the different like slogans that it could have been for tampons. I was convinced it was a tampon advert.
It's not Body Form, Stu, no, it is Coca-Cola. But as soon as someone mentions a Coca-Cola advert, you sort of see it in your mind's eye.
Yeah.
The advert.
Oh, totally. Did you? Coca-Cola always have like good ones that are, holidays are coming. Holidays are coming. Holidays. They always have a good song. Coca-Cola. I really like the latest one for Diet Coke. It's got that kind of like 80s feel to it. It's really good.
The only Diet Coke what I can think of is the one. Yeah, the one that play at work and make us take me top off when I get a Diet Coke from the vending machine.
That's that's just in your head.
It's old Dave and Jeff and the Neil, Diet Coke, top off, mate. Ooh.
Do you use your nipple ring to like take off the rimple?
I haven't got a nipple. I haven't had a nipple ring for about 20 years now, Stu.
You did have one, though.
I did have one.
It was gross.
Um,
When did you see sense and get rid of it?
Probably about
And what made you get rid of it?
3. Me girlfriend at the time, who is now my wife. There you
Happy
go.
anniversary, by the way.
Oh yes, thank you very much. I should
That was
say
just yesterday.
happy anniversary to Mrs. Nem. There you go. She's probably not watching. She's probably watching bloody Love Island with Mabel.
And you met her on when we out for was it my 18th we were out for?
I wasn't out for your birthday.
Was it
Stu,
17?
because I don't. It was your. It would have been. No, it was 2000. It was 2000 when I met her.
Was
So it
it
would have been. Yeah. So it would have been your
20th?
20th. Yeah, but I was out for someone else's birthday. But we were at the same thing, and I don't think you were happy with me because I was going out with someone else. But I met my wife. So
How are
all
you
the
out with
people-
someone? We went right. Okay,
No,
so
we
we're both from Sunderland. This was we were in a nightclub in Yorkshire, and you were out for someone else's birthday.
Yeah. But we were out for Miller's birthday.
That's shocking.
It's all right. I don't speak to him now. But his girlfriend at the time, who was Kay's friend and invited Kay along,
Uh-huh.
she is godparents to my kids. So there you go. Mrs. Mems, yeah, happy birthday. Medal is in the post. Don't worry about Medal. She got a pearl necklace yesterday.
Jesus Christ.
Joking.
You couldn't reach that far.
If she is watching, I am joking. By the way,
She doesn't watch this. She
Yeah,
doesn't care.
doesn't watch- I'm sa-
You've
I'm
been married for
safe.
20 years. She doesn't care what you do anymore.
Michelle says this is another American singer she has never heard of. Getting back to the song and trying to dig myself out that hole, climb out of it. The big the over melodramatic sound, the Bonnie Tyler-esque video. The see, I do think this is one of the better songs. It's sort of like you in a dip and then you oh, that's how this song goes. But yeah, got to number 1 in loads of places though. Austria, Germany, Greece,
Probably
Ireland,
because it
Netherlands,
was the
Norway.
Coca-Cola song, though, right?
Yeah,
I like it, though.
Switzerland.
I actually really like this.
it got to number 1 in the UK and Europe, but did you know it never charted in the US? Out of all them things, Coca-Cola being the US like major brand, never charted in the US. It was the 3rd best-selling song in 1989, in Switzerland, and
Yeah.
as well, I have cheated a bit on the next bit about looking at the video. I just copied it off Wikipedia because I was running out of time. So let's see how it goes. So Wikipedia says, not me. Wikipedia says, at the beginning of the music video, Beck is seen in the bathroom. Here we go. Applying mascara and checking her hair. Then she takes a quick phone call. Here you go. Obviously, I would love to play the video, but we're going to copyright struck. She goes through her apartment and sees scenes of her and her boyfriend in places she looks. She watches the telly, also seeing scenes of her and her boyfriend. To be honest, I think you need to let it go. You're a bit Natalie Cole here, where you just need to get on with your life, love. Then she flicks through a magazine and then also sees scenes of her life. Takes another phone call. And at the end of the video, the doorbell rings. And then you don't see who's at the door. But to me, it's the bloke from Interflora who's delivering flowers she's already ordered for herself. Because he's left you, love. Let it be. Move on.
Yeah,
Agree?
or Emu looking him through the door. Something's coming through the door.
Yeah. But that's the thing. And I agree with Susan. Next. There you go. Now, Paula Abdul, straight up. Love it. Love the track. But I did used to love Paula Abdul at the time.
Let me remind myself of it.
Straight up now, tell me, do you really want to love me forever? Oh.
Yeah, it was all right. I'm not a massive fan of Paula Abdul.
Oh, I used to love Paula Abdul when she done Opposites Attract with DJ Scat Cat. I think, well, being a cat. I was going to say he's probably called Scat Cat because of the singing, not so much of the
Shit.
videos you want to look online. Don't look at them. But being a cat, it might be for that reason because they do it all the time. Oh my God. But yeah, I used to love Paula. I used to have a poster on the wall of her. Do you know when she was going up them steps?
No. What's that?
In the steps in opposite attract. 2 steps
remember it.
forward, I take 2 steps back. Oh, I used to love Paula Abdul. Love Paula Abdul. See, I'm not the only one who loved Paula Abdul. So did Susan. I think possibly for a different reason. Enjoyed hearing it again. Obviously, it's a track on Now 17. Yes. Paula Abdul was great. It should have been crap, but it was great. Yeah. Yeah, my Monday's complete with Nigel singing. Thank you. I will have an album out later this year. Yeah, this song got to number 3 in the UK. It got to number 1 in the US, and it was a 4th bestseller of 1989. It was the 3rd single released by Paula Abdul, but it did become one of our major singles. It got nominated for a Grammy for Best Female Performance. It got nominated for 6 MTV Music Awards, and it ended up winning 3. But a mum found this single for her. Like, she knew someone who was writing the songs. Like a songwriter. She got the demo of it, but then her mum thought the demo was that bad. Like, started laughing at how bad it was, put it in the bin. But Paula had heard it and thought, "Oh, I'll do that." Her record company says, "I don't want you to do this song," and she says, "Well, if I do 2 other songs, can I do this?" And it was made for like £5,000, and it was like her big breakthrough hit. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is she the dance and bus conductor in this? Oh, I don't know. I've watched the video and I've never associated that with this. But yeah, the video starts off with Paula dancing, showing off a bit with her tap dancing. But I don't mind it's Paula Abdul. All I'm saying is, though, I could do this. But unfortunately, you can't see us from this downwards, so...
Someone's just making it up. Or it's just doing a dance, or someone that's adding the sound effects afterwards.
Wait, Stu, I could... Look at you. You don't even realise I'm doing it now.
Right, the sounds are weird.
People pay good money for me forwarding them like that. Moving.
I don't think they would, mate.
But basically, this video is Paula Abdul dancing, and then there is a bloke trying to dance and show off. But yeah, he's not as good as me. I will just proven. But yeah, I do like this song. But we'll move along. I have to put my tap shoes on and give it a go. There you go. See, we're getting Nia back into tapping. So there you go. If we've achieved one thing in the night, Nia's going to annoy our neighbours with tap dancing. Is it better than Happy Mondays?
I don't think so. It looks like Samantha Fox.
No, I think you mean I think Neil is broken. Oh, sorry. Right, Samantha Fox. Now, the only Samantha Fox song I knew about was what was it called? I've got it wrote down here somewhere. Oh, Touch Me. Touch Me. Touch Me. Da, 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 da. Ever heard that, Stu? No?
Yeah, I think that's also the only one that I've heard of.
Yeah, I
didn't think Samantha Fox was as big a musician as she appears to have been.
Yeah, because did you see, right? Again, Touch Me, it got number 3 in the UK in 1986. I thought that was her only track, probably like you, Stu. She's released 6 studio albums, had 36 singles, and 8 of them being top 40 hits.
Yeah, she started
doing.
Also, she started doing music before she was a pastry girl.
Ah,
I always thought it was because of I actually think it's because of her being a pastry girl that she became a success.
Yeah,
but she actually started trying the music before that. Do you know that she was 16 when she was first topless in the Sun? 16.
Ooh. Is that legal?
I think it was.
Probably not now.
It was the 80s. It was a different time.
It was a different era.
Yeah. Yeah, her mum, how she got into glamour modeling, her mum sent in pictures of her in lingerie to the People amateur model competition. And she came second out of 20,000 people.
Bloody hell! Imagine that. Oh, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, I don't know. Do you fancy posing in some me underwear? Why are you doing this, ma'am? Some money. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh.
The whole thing's a bit creepy. She only
It
did
is.
she only did like a glamour modeling for 3 years and then she was straight back into her music.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you see? Susan saying this is one of the crimes against music. And then she did put Stu, did you see a musician? That's the thing. Hiya PvP, welcome along. You're just in time for the glamour model of Sam Fox. Not the greatest singer. This song got number 16 in the charts and was our last top 40 hit. It did, however, get number 4 in Finland.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sam Fox says this song was the first song she ever learned to sing. Obviously, she was a Dusty Springfield version, as she was given a stack of records handed down by her mother, age 10. Now, aren't they just records which are in the house?
Yeah.
Alex is saying the headmaster wasn't impressed and she got expelled. So she was at school still when she was put friggin' out. This gets worse.
Yeah. Exploitation, much the son.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Friggin' hell. But yeah, this song was originally sung by Dusty Springfield in a long time ago. I haven't got it down here. But got number 4 in the chart. It has been covered over 35 times by various artists, including the Bay City Rollers in 76, the Tourists in 79, who also got to number 4 in the chart. So it hasn't getting higher than number 4 in the chart. So maybe a song I could cover. But yeah, the music video is a bit weird as well because it starts off with a bloke in a bin, probably hiding from Sam Fox. And then
yeah, definite, not a stalker, what are they called? Creeper or voyeur.
There's this bit. Did you see this in the video where she goes and sees a guy? And she goes from one guy to the next. I don't know if it's I only want to be with you, but there's about 100 guys in the videos. I think she's trying to be ironic, but I think she got a reputation for this. She was basically like the Jordan of the times, I think. I think it was the 60s Dusty Springfield PvP. But there's this part where she goes and sees a guy in a telephone box.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Like a brief look. Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a guy in the telephone box. And then, right, get ready, people. This is the first and only lookalike of the show. There's this guy in the hair. But who is his lookalike? Go.
Do we get a clue?
It looks like this guy.
A year in Obed.
He'd be from the 90s, you would know him. TV, he's an actor. There you go. 100 guys, I only want to be with you. Just not confused. He's definitely a creepy stalker, that guy in the bin. It's not Morgan Hackett. I can see where you're coming from. Think more 90s. Think an actor. Think American. There you go. There's plenty of clues. Come on, Stu. Blonde actor. 90s. Teenage program. It would have been on Channel 4.
Dawson.
Not Dawson. Before Dawson's Creek. PvP. All right. Okay. He might look more like Morton Hackett than this person because that's the second guess I've had of an aha lookalike. You might wake up in the morning when you... Yes! Nia gets it. It's Zach from Saved by the Bell.
No, fair enough. That's probably one of your better ones.
There you go. Oh, I can see River Phoenix as well when Susan said that. But yeah, it was Zach by the Saved by the Bell. So that is the one and only
life, Samantha Fox, isn't she?
Come on then.
What? No, I'm
Oh,
being
you just
serious.
said.
though. I'm serious.
just
She's
general-
had an interesting life. It seems like her dad, who she'd already been a bit like strange for, he was her business manager. So when she started doing the glamour modeling and then got into music, he was her business manager, and she ended up having to hire people to investigate because it seems he nicked about 1.2 million off her. He ended up having to pay back, like they settled on it, so he had to pay her back money for it. And I think she only got like 700,000 out of it or something. But then she carried on doing all of her music and everything. Like you say, she was pretty successful, nominated even for Brit Awards and things like that. So she did the time. And then she's ended up in a relationship with her other manager that was a woman, isn't she? So she came out and did like a lot of work for LGBT stuff.
Yeah, I know she came out with gay later on because what was that program she was on? Because when you mentioned the Brits, the thing what stands out for me is the Brit. She hosted it probably around 86, 87 with Mick Fleetwood. Now Mick Fleetwood's like about 6'7" tall. She's about 5 foot tall, and like it doesn't work on camera for one thing, and it absolutely panned that night because she couldn't like read the auto. She like couldn't follow an auto cue, couldn't read the auto cue. And it was really bad. There was like other presenters coming out and present awards, and they're like, "Oh yes, next on, like who won the award?" And like one of the presenters has to go, "Oh, we're going to read the nominees first," and they're like, "Oh yeah," and it was like car crash telly. But then, what was it? It was like The Bar or something, or it was a program. It was early 2000s, late 90s, where she was on, and it was like celebrities running a.
Was it a hairdresser one?
No, it wasn't the hairdresser one. It was like it was about a bar. It was about them running a bar, and like each of them. Donna Eyre presented the program, and it was terrible.
Yeah, I
and
can't
she
remember
got
it, but I remember
she got
it,
drunk one night, and like had to go because I was gonna try and find a clip of that and say the guy probably hiding in the bins. This guy she had to go at because she was like, "Oh, I wouldn't sleep with you if you're the last man on earth with your tiny penis and everything." He was like, "I wouldn't sleep with you at all." And he was like, "I wouldn't sleep with it all in anyway because I'm gay." And he was like,
like she's done that. She's done all of the. She's done the rounds on the what they call celeb programs because she did Celebrity Wife Swap. She had the argument with Freddie Starr on that, didn't she?
I never
she had a big ding dong with Freddie Starr. And then I saw Freddie Starr. Did I tell you about when I went to see Freddie Starr in Newcastle? Took my mum. Right? My mum had always wanted to go to see Freddie Starr, so I took my mum along. And he lasted about maybe 15 minutes and then stormed out in a huff.
Really?
Because people were heckling him, and he had like a proper tantrum on stage. Had to go at them on stage and then walked off. And people were still laughing, thinking it was part of the show. He just didn't come back on. They had to put the lights up and make an announcement that he is refusing to come back on again.
When you see a Freddie Starr, there's a bit he does where he does a song. It's on YouTube for anyone who doesn't know who Freddie Starr. Type in Freddie Starr, Starry, Starry Night. It is a brilliant bit of comedy where he talks about people. It went in really well with when we're talking about Milli Vanilli because he talks about Starry, Starry Night and about how he hates people who are just miming and not on tapes. But he does it like he's on a tape, and he slows his voice down and speeds it. It's
I've seen that. Yeah,
it's a really good thing. But yeah, back to this Sam Fox thing. Very right again. I'm going to move on quickly because this is degrading to mention. It's got half naked men here.
It's disgusting.
It's absolutely disgusting. So we're going to move quickly along, and I think we might move quickly on for this song because I've never heard of it.
Nah.
Have you? I've never heard it. You can tell it's stuck in Waterman because it sounds very much like them. But "Be My Twin" by Brother Beyond. One, the song doesn't make sense. Two, I've never heard of it.
But you did get a limited edition calendar poster with that.
What the trying when the and still I haven't even got what number chart. I haven't even put down what number it's got to in the chart. Come on, own up. Who had the Sam Fox game back in the day? A Sam Fox game. Alex, please share.
Was that just strip poker?
What was the Sam Fox game? What was the aim of the game? That's what we need to know. See, Susan hasn't got a clue about this. Sharon, "Be My Creepy Twin." No thanks. Yeah, it's written by two of the bandmates who aren't twins, by the way. and it's just weird. Again, though, Brother Beyond. I don't know if all the music videos were like this, but this is the second music video we've had on here, Brother Beyond, and they're just seem to walk about. I think they've used music videos as a way, like, "How lads, where do you want to go this time?"
Yeah, we'll get
And
paid
just
to go
seem
somewhere.
tour the world and go to like cities. Hello, Julie D. The Club was the reality TV show bar thing that Sam Fox was on.
There you go.
Thank you, Junie. Thank you. Hiya, Rich from Night's Life. Welcome along. Hope you're feeling okay, mate. But yeah, they just seem to go about. But this one to really emphasise the song of Be My Twin, they basically just put two images of the same bloke there, and it's just like, it's still a shit song. Oh, Be My Twin. Oh, look, we're twin. No, you're not, mate. It's just like, it's a bit shit.
Yeah, move on.
Yeah, move on. Let's move on. To Climby Fisher, Love Like a River, which again is another song I've never heard. But it does sound like, basically, it sounds like the other songs. And also the music video even looks like the other songs. It just looks like the we've got the sound set. Oh, we'll just record another video whilst we're
Wait a minute. Go back one.
What?
What did they have on before? Like the cover for the single cover. Was that the album cover or?
No. It's Love Like a River, but also includes a single, Love Changes Everything.
That's coming up as well on this by somebody else, though.
No, this is Love Changes Everything, which was seen a couple of weeks ago, Climby Fisher. Love changes everything. No, the one where the kid on the train.
I remember it, yeah. Hang on.
But Stu, if you watch the video, it is basically the same video. Like,
okay.
They've changed nothing. The video
I
looks
actually
the
like
same.
that, though. Love changes. I've heard that quite a lot. Weirdly, I've heard that a lot since it was on here.
Yeah. The Levi's ad sequel. Oh.
I think they've taken the mic.
All right, okie. No, but this is basically just the same video.
It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
Do you reckon they were trying to do that, though? Like, maybe there's something to it that we're missing.
No. I think that had like 2 days booked for filming Love Changes Everything, and thought, oh, we've done it in like a day. Oh, we'll just film the next video and just use exactly the same things.
Okay.
Bought a Commodore game emulated disc ages ago and found a Sam Fox strip poker game on it for the C64.
It was strip poker,
boobs.
funny
Who
enough.
needs internet? I can remember on the Amiga there was a one called, was it Stag? And it was basically pixelated to come up. And it was, like you say, it was very pixelated. It was an image, and you were like, lads, I've got Stag, do you want to borrow it? It was like, no, mate, it just looks like cartoons. It was really bad. But lads used to be like, I'll copy it for you for £5. And like, lads were like,
bollocks, did you say no to that?
I said no to that. I had better page 3 girls.
I do not believe you.
I had Joe Guest. And what was her name? Lalani, 23 from Dorset.
That's later. Was
she later? Was she?
Lalani's like late night.
British acts, other than Sam Fox, don't know any of these. You're saying something more about yourself than you should, PvP. This is a cut off from the edits from the last bit. It is. It's basically the off cuts. It's like the director's cuts from the last bit. Not that I was into 90s pop. Grunge was my favourite. Well, PvP, this is still 89. It seems a lot later, but still 89.
Is this the last now of the 80s? Is there another?
No, I think we've got 2 more.
What? This is 1989 though, isn't it?
Yeah, March 1989. So you've got March, I think July, and then November.
Crikey, I didn't know they did 3, yeah.
PvP, you'll know these. This is Duran Duran. Don't think I've heard this song before. When I listened to it, though, I thought it was much earlier. This seems like it's got a much earlier sound.
That's because they haven't moved with the times, have they?
Well, they did sort of change the sound, but it didn't change to like newer sound. It sort of evolved to like experimental music from like mid-80s. It was a bit weird. Got number 9 in the UK chart, so still, obviously, basically.
The thing is, right, I like it because it's Duran Duran and it's their sound, so I quite like it still. It's just not like it seems a little bit old now, like on this album. But I do like it.
Yeah, I was going to say, Nick probably bought this, and guess what? Nick bought it. he loves Duran Duran, especially like around about this time. I think he stuff. These need to stop flogging the dead horse too. Susie, not so much a fan. And PvP, just Seattle's only 4.5 hours away, so Nirvana, Soundgarden, Pearl Jam were huge where he lives. Sharon thinks it's see. I do think it's an okay. So it's different. It's okay, but I don't think it's too bad of a song. The music video though for it took a month to shoot, because the band were in the middle of a hectic promotion schedule, so they were unable to spend the weeks necessary to shoot the video. So each member had to have like a cast of the face, like molded, and you can see.
Wait, what are they promoting if they haven't actually done their video and song yet?
Well, there'd be the album, but if you after you've watched the live stream, go back and watch this because you can see the bits. I've sort of put together like little bits of the music video, and you can see the bits where it is just a mannequin with their face over the top.
Okay.
Yeah, so Junie was into Duran Duran in the 80s, but this song wasn't good. So it sort of changed. It sort of went a bit more experimental here. And then Susan saying, at this point, I'm looking forward to Michael Ball as a
Don't have a go at Michael Ball.
But yeah, the music video, like I say, this is it. Actually, I'm going to pause it. Sort of two lookalikes. I'll tell you the middle one is a bit reminds us of George Michael. I think it's just the pastel colours in the hair.
Well, the one in the middle, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's him. Yeah. I can't remember his name. It's the one with the fit wife. Simon Le Bon. That's it. But the one on the left hand, so our left, his right.
Yeah.
Blonde curtains. I'm getting a bit of Annie Lennox vibe from her.
Like Annie Lennox versus David Bowie.
Yeah. Annie Lennox and David Bowie have a kid. There you go. Anyway, I'll play the video. It's arty-farty weird, but it is quite it's intriguing. I quite like this video, even though I don't usually like arty-farty shit. Again, I've had to cancel music. One thing though, this woman here looks like she's on a date with Bill Cosby. the way she gets up here. Oh, I feel a bit drunk.
Is that Bill Cosby's lawyers?
Yeah.
Fuck, that was quick.
Yeah.
Normally it's during the week by the time we get banned.
Yeah. No. I've just had a message. Yep, it's them. To be honest, he didn't do it. He's never said anything. This is the bit here. You can see, like, it's like a terrible waxwork. They've had their faces put on here. That looks nothing like Simon Le Bon or Annie Lennox, David Bowie love child there. These are the plaster cast of the face. It's weird, but it's mental. Have they murdered the woman? She looks dead on the tail. Yeah. It's Nick Rhodes, that. Who's the Annie Lennox love child. I have a signed Duran Duran CD, and she said she has a Michael Bolton one too. Then Neil said Michael Bolton on the same time. Freaky. Oh, Michael Bolton or Michael Ball. Oh, I don't know if we're frozen here, Stu. Can you hear us?
Yeah, everyone can hear you. I think it was just your thing went wonky.
All right, okie dokie. Let's move along then. She needs a bucket of water, Duran water. There you go. Exactly. If you don't know that reference from Sharon, that's a brilliant reference. You need to go back and watch our other live streams. Anyone who hasn't watched them. Didn't Bill Cosby get out of jail recently? Just awful. He should have been in there for the rest of his life. Yeah, it was mental how he's getting out of jail. I don't know how he's done it. Very good lawyers, that's all I'm saying. Hopefully that wasn't them on the phone to us though. And PvP's never seen this one. Yes, let's quickly move along though.
Would you rather be sued by Bill Cosby or go on a date with him? Imagine if that's your choice when it gets to court.
Oh, yeah. Let's move along. Level 42. Didn't know this song. It sounded like it could have been from a 90s rom-com. But the song, I would say this is possibly the worst song of the night.
Oh, it's a big shout. you know, I love Level 42, but I can't get on board with this song.
Yeah. Well, it was written about Mark King's childhood sweetheart. He's probably in his 30s now. I think you need to move on, mate. Another person who needs to move on. Sounds exactly the same as at least 10 other Level 42 songs.
He wrote this about his childhood sweetheart, who's in his 30s now.
No, well, in his 30s back then, not in his 30s now, she would probably be in her 60s now.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. But anyway, we'll move along because that got number 35 in the charts, and it's a bit. There's no music video, by the way, so we saved from that. And then we get up to, I think, a lot of people's favourites.
Love changes everything. All things mighty, all things true. I love this song.
I thought you would have hated this song, Stu. I thought you didn't like it.
You're having a laugh, aren't you? I love this, and I'll tell you why. I performed this in front of the Mayor of London in Wimbledon Theatre.
So we have a superstar in our midst here.
Back in, it would have been about this time when I was at primary school. I did this, and what was the other songs? Some of them are from like we did like some stuff from musicals, yeah, like Phantom of the Opera and stuff like that.
Oh, see,
Mr. Mistopheles was oh well.
Sharon is saying you and Susan need a duet. There you go. There is a music video. I've only got a little cliplets of it, but yes. Well, I've even put here. I know loads of people will probably hate this song, but I don't mind it.
I love this.
I just cannot stand Michael Ball.
I got told off for
like
putting it on again by my missus.
I was surprised at how many people. Is this going to be a really surprise and people are going to pick this? Is it going to be an underdog to win it?
Can I just shock you? I am going to choose this as my favourite song on the album.
It's not. Oh, Nick, I thought this would have been up there. I thought you would have had a Michael Ball collection to go with your Nick Berry collection, which seems to have gained a lot of steam at the moment. Your Nick Berry collection. I think people have even signed them up to Nick Berry fan clubs.
Yeah. I suppose you don't like it more because you like your musicals as well, Neil.
Yeah, I don't mind a musical, and I think that's why probably I like it, like musicals. But Michael Ball, I don't. There's something about Michael Ball. I don't know. There's something. He's up there with Alan Jones.
Yeah, but I was saying, I've seen Michael twice on stage in London. He's great. What she doesn't realise is, one time it was actually me.
See, Nia's saying it's the best song on the album, and Susan loves musical. Oh, this could be a surprise of the night.
Yes, I'm going to love it if this wins.
I thought it was going to be. That was going to be in the city. Never mind. It got number in the UK charts. Obviously, it's a song from the musical Aspects of Love, composed by Andrew Lloyd Webber. In the prologue of Aspects of Love, a young Englishman, Alex, is love struck by a French actress, Rose. This upends his world, and he sings, "Love changes everything. How you live and how you die, for the better or worse." He notes that love makes fools of everyone and concludes that love strikes. Nothing in the world will ever be the same. There you go.
Oh, no one cares what it's about. It's just a good song.
Michael is fab in hair. I've heard he's good in Hairspray, but it has been covered by numerous other artists. G4, El Divo, Michael Crawford, Sarah Brightman, John Barrowman, bit of a dick, and this is the one which gets me, Sting, but not just Sting on his own, Sting and Shaggy.
What?
Sting and Shaggy have covered Love Changes Everything.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to leave right now so I can go and listen to that, because that sounds amazing.
I had never heard that until I was looking late. Now, Sting and Shaggy have covered this song. I need to hear it, but I was up against time, so unfortunately.
How did they even get together? They just seem like an unlikely combo. And then to do this song...
They've done an album together, Sting and Shaggy. I don't know how, I don't know why, but they are together and doing a song. But yeah, like Lainey says, Sting and Shaggy, are you high? No, Sting and Shaggy had covered this. Look at me notes, you can see there, Sting and Shaggy.
Maybe it's because Shaggy was always getting into trouble for, like, you know, it wasn't me and all that. You know, he's always getting into trouble for things. So maybe Sting was trying to help him out by not getting girls pregnant with his tantric sex. Do you know what I mean?
PvP saying he doesn't know if he can vote. If you have a look below in the description, there is a full list of all the songs. If you know them, you will know a song which you will like from there.
PvP, all you got to do is at the end of it, when we say go, you just tell us which one you like.
Yeah.
We don't have a sophisticated system.
All I was going Stu, I thought you were going to say all you've got to do is just pick Love Changes Everything, Aspects of Love, Michael Ball.
And sometimes I annoy Neil by just pretending that something else is one.
But yeah, the music video for this is basically Michael Ball rocks up to his stately manner and he's just reminiscing. He's another one who cannot let go and he needs to let go. Rose is not interested. Let go. She's done you. There you go. But yes, Sting must be desperate to stay relevant to the millennials. PvP saying that possibly is right. But that is the last song. And we will be.
And what a last song. That was a banger for the last one.
So yes. So we come to the time of the show where I need a pen. Bear with me. Keep talking, Stu, because I need to find a pen.
Neil's trying to find his pen. That's what he's up to off screen there. What he doesn't realise is that I've hidden it, and he won't. He won't be able to find it. This is our sophisticated descent way of doing this, by the way, PvP. So, shall I get people started on which one's going to be the best one?
I need to mark them down, Stu.
Yeah, no, but people can start typing it, can't they? And then,
all right then.
And then you'll catch up. Right. So, which one's the favourite one? I am going to go for now. Obviously, you've got some real progressives in here. With Nina Cherry, Inner City. Some really good ones that sort of came forward with the time. Samantha Fox. Winning Brit Awards and selling loads of them. However, you can't look past Michael Ball at the end there. Love Changes Everything is going to be the number one choice for me at the end, I think. So hands up if you agree, basically. Worst one on the disc for me, I'm going to go for Tone Lock Wild Thing. It just did nothing for me. I think this is also a good example of Neil's poor levels of literacy, that he can't find a single pen in his whole house, despite the fact that his missus is also a teacher.
I have found a pen, Stu. I was just going to the toilet. I just turned.
Did you actually go to the toilet?
Yeah,
You've only got about 2 minutes left.
I've got a big speech at the end.
Right.
I haven't really. Right, let's have a look. Let's go. Right.
So for me, Michael Ball, Love Changes Everything is best. Worst one on here is Tone Lock Wild Thing.
My worst one is Level 42. The best one, Inner City, Good Life. Ooh. Right, let's have a look. Sting is awesome in The Police. His early solo albums were great. The chat's just jumped.
Right, Nick says best Nina Cherry, worst Michael Ball. Whilst Wanda has gone for best song Michael Ball.
Yeah.
Blissful goes for best song is Good Life. That's a good shout. Worst song is Love Change It. So we're not having that. All right, so Ajax says best of the worst, really. Wild Thing, worst of. I know he's gone for best. Wild Thing for the best one. And worst is Michael Ball. You're having a laugh.
He's reverse Stu.
Yeah. Clearly gone mental. Worst song for Welsh Wonder is worst song is all apart from Michael Ball's, and Michael Ball's number one for her. Sharon's gone best for Nina Cherry. Worst Level 42.
Yeah.
Michelle's gone for best Paula Abdul, and worst is Be My Twin.
I can agree with Be My Twin, actually, because Be My
PvP's gone for best Duran. Ooh. Because of the other stuff that they've done. Oh, you can't go for who's best historical, surely. But if it was, I'd be with you for that one, PvP. That Duran have done the best out of all of these bands. The worst Style Council. Yeah. It's not a bad shout for this album, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Bad Wolf's gone for best by far is Nina,
Nina
Sherry.
Cherry.
Worst is Adiva.
Diva.
Is it Adiva?
Diva. Diva. I don't know.
Yeah.
Worst
And
Brother Beyond.
Laney's gone for worst Brother Beyond, best Nina Sherry. I think Nina Sherry's going to win this, isn't it?
Yeah, Nina Cherry's going to get. Oh. I think that is everyone who's voted then.
Yep.
Say now or forever hold your peace. So, if that is the case, worst songs are Level 42 and Tracy, and also Michael Ball with Love Changes Everything.
What? That didn't get worse, did it?
It did good joint worst. 3
Shut
votes. Best song though, winning by a clear 2 votes, is Nina Cherry's Buffalo Stance.
And what was second?
Close. Second was Inner City Good Life and Michael Ball Love Changes Everything. So it was
How
close.
can it be best and worst?
Nearly best and worst. It just showed you how like
moronic everyone is.
It's not the word I was going to use, Stu. I was going to say how musical taste is personal, and there is no wrong answer. Apart from, yay, good results. He likes Marmite. Do you like Marmite, Stu?
I love Marmite.
And you love Bovril. You love a good Bovril at half time.
Bovril at the football.
Bovril at the football, yes.
Who doesn't want to drink gravy? Mental.
Gravy and beef dripping at half time.
Now you're talking.
But yes, that is us finished. What? Finally, oh shit!
Well, for this week.
For this week, yes, finally getting through. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be back next week. Have you got anything to share, Stu? Anything?
Not really.
Okay, Stu hasn't got nothing to share. So yes,
everyone get at least one person to join in on this. That would be good.
Yeah. If you can get one person, so invite your friends and family. Now 15 next week has Cliff, but no Tina.
Have you heard these? There's 2. You don't even have to sell it as being like good. You can just be like, there's these 2 idiots who talk crap about music. They know nothing, and their opinions stink. You won't believe how shit they are. Have a listen. that would do it.
See if it this one and L15. However, that might be whenever that might be.
It's probably the best way to grow, isn't it? They always say, like when you get restaurant reviews, they go, "Oh, if you really enjoyed it, you'll tell 2 people. If you hated it, you'll tell 10. We'll take that 10." You know what I mean?
Don't even need to do that. Just click the like button down below.
We'll take the 10. It'll be fine.
And then also create just a load of dud accounts in your cat's names, your dog names, your cardboard cutout names. Just do that. And then hopefully we can get to 100,000 subscribers and we don't have to work and be multimillionaires, living in mansions. It'll probably never happen. But anyway, hopefully, fingers crossed, we will be back next week. Blissful, please. I think Chris #1's fans in the chat right now. I think she is as well. You want cat subscribe? Cat subscribe. If cat subscribers are a thing, yes, please. But yes, we may have a guest next week. I'm unsure. I've got to get in touch with them. But fingers crossed, we might have a guest next week. And also, we might have Celeb Chebs. We might have Celebrity Foot Fetish for you, Susan. We might have the Mime Timey game. Mime Time? There you go. It's a new name for the Mime guessing game. Mime Time for you next week. And hopefully some more celebrity lookalikes, which probably don't look like the celebrities. And Susan's telling us to stop because she's getting too excited because Celebrity Foot Fetish is back. Yay! But yes, that's it for us. So I think Stu said everything he wants to say apart from goodbye.
Yeah, I want to go and get my food.
And Stu is hungry. He's going to have a cup of Bovril and some beef dripping. And I'm going to go. Okie dokie. So thanks everyone for coming along. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. If you haven't told people about how terrible this is and they should watch to see like this, tell them to do so. Good night all.
Sure.